Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be travelling through the first half of the Lost Bastille, and then we'll be moving on to Heide's Tower to try and reach the second side. So we'll just get these boxes looted which we left on the last session, and then we'll go around the side of this building because there is an item hidden there, and you actually get a bit more of an advantage up this side. I don't know how my voice is going to come out on this because I have actually got my wisdom tooth coming out, so it's causing me quite a bit of pain on the one side and a bit of swelling, but what are you going to do? Oh, it looks like we got exploded. Oh no. So yeah, I might be posting my next videos for the week, mainly because I'm going to see family, so I won't be able to edit there. But once the week's over, we will be continuing the series. Like I said in a previous video, I've actually reached Dran Lake Castle, so I'm ahead, but I just haven't had the time to edit. And then we just got another pursuer, but you have to watch out for this one because he's powered up by dark, so you want to kill him quick so you don't do that. He has a special where he just explodes and throws a bunch of dark at you. But we dispatched him now and not much issue. Sorry. Wow, I'm trying to talk and he's just like, oh no. So I wonder what we got in here. Oh, we got a ring effigy and a yaw branch. Wow. And I should be knowing what I picked up because I got it all on a list on the side. So yeah, from the common fruit down is the other side of this area, which we're going to leave for now. But it's best to just get this side sort of cleared and then clump it together. At least in my way, that's a bit easier for me. But no, I don't think we're doing too bad so far. We haven't had any deaths at the moment, but we do get one later in the series. My first one is actually really stupid, so you look forward to that. And then we meet Lucatiel for the first time, and she'll set us on the storyline for her, which you have to summon her 3 times to get continued on. We need that antique key later on when we get to the other half. But to be honest, I've never seen it before until now. I was just sort of confused about it.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Dran Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an odd one indeed.
Yes, we get it. You like to avoid people because of your mask and your deformed face, which we actually see later. So yeah, this is a bit hidden. I've missed this a few times myself, to be honest, but it's just a large titanite shard, but for early upgrades, definitely worth grabbing it. Yeah, just watch out for these 2 guys, because if one of them gets a little rhythm on you. Ooh, look at that health. Quick, run away. Escape. Oh, he missed his opportunity, didn't he? These big guys here are probably one of the easiest to get around. You know, no challenge at all. And for some reason I thought there might have been an item here, but I just couldn't figure it out. I don't think there was anyway. Actually, I'll rephrase that. I know there isn't one there because I've just rolled through all the boxes. Captain Obvious here. But now we're going to try and reach the first bonfire, get it lit, speak to the blacksmith, and get that all set up. Because we will be seeing him a few times throughout the series, because he does sell large Titanite. And I think he sells an unlimited amount as well, which is good. I'm going to use a throwing knife on this guy just to get him away from the barrel, because if he hits that barrel it's exploded, and then we'll have to refresh the area to be able to get to the bonfire. So we've baited him out, we're going to finish him off, and... Ooh, that was a close one. See, I can be quite reckless. I shouldn't have really done that, but luckily we survived it. So roll the barrel down. And another thing, people tend to not use the bow because they can't actually use it. But stats or no stats, if you've got fire arrows, they're still going to work. Like so. You don't need to be skilled in it, just use it to get that wall open. Or if you got the fire longsword, you can use that, but if you've been following my videos, you've obviously picked up the fire arrows, so why risk getting yourself killed? So I light a torch here because the blacksmith is actually sitting on a chest. So you have to light the torch, sit at the bonfire again, and move so you can open that chest. But what we're going to do is we're going to open these chests, get whatever's in there, which is actually quite a lot of good starter stuff, which is why it's best to just do this half first. Iron arrows for any bow users there?
Oh, why can't they all be this easy? We've got a wild one here. Shape up. Shape up, I say. Oh, that's it, yes. That's the way. Dear flame, how brightly you burn.
I think he's lost in the head, he's a bit doolally.
Flame, I smell flame upon you. I'm Macduff the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So, hand that ember to me. Right now, you imbecile.
I think people have got something wrong with their manners.
What a marvelous ember. You've got stones, I pray. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
So you can get quite a few decent weapons at the start from him. So it's whatever you like your build as. Like I said, my build's just basic throughout this. And yeah, I decided to upgrade my broadsword.
Flame, dear flame, I give you my all, and you wavered and faltered. From the start of time, flame allowed man to flourish, and even now he devises new fiery arts. And so we waver and falter. The power of flame.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit obsessed with the flame, sorry. So now we rest at the bonfire. And then he should be moved when we return, like so. And that chest is nice and warm for us to open. And we get a twinkling titanite and the craftsman's hammer. So now we're going to return to Medulla and then take the secondary path, which is Heide's Tower of Flame. Yeah, but I don't know why I was going to the blacksmith then, because I wanted to level up. We've heard her dialogue many times every time you speak to it it's the same, so I'm going to skip that. I only keep new dialogue as much as I can. Like I said, it's a slow burn series, I'm not skipping anything for those what want to actually watch and read the dialogue. And we have now Estus yet. Well, Estus shards. For all the faith classes as well, if you do Heide's Tower first, you do get access to the Miracle Woman. Like I said, the way I'm doing it is not always the best way, it depends on your build. If you start as a cleric, you get a mace, and that mace does actually do a lot of damage to the stone figures on this side, stone knights. So you should be able to dispatch them easily with just a mace. So you can actually do this area first if you prefer. And then do the Forest of Fallen Giants next. So I forgot to pull the lever to open it because for some reason I thought it was at the bottom. My mind was sort of boggled. And then I just decided to take a nice polite way down the stairs. Why didn't I drop down? You idiot. So some of the enemies in this area are quite hard, especially these white knights you see sitting around. They're passive at the moment, but they do have a very annoying moveset. No matter if every time you try and go for a backstab, they do a backwards slice. Sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes not. Luckily there isn't many items in this area, so the list wasn't adjusted. With them knights, stay behind them, but just watch out for one of their attacks, which is like a sweep, because it can sometimes clip you. But if you do avoid that, you'll get an easy 3 to 4 hits, and if you have followed my path and you're using the same weapon and the same upgrades, then you'll easily kill them in them 4 hits. Okay, you might have noticed that my screen changed and sort of lapsed in, and that was because my game minimised and closed down a bit. But we can continue from here. I've had to split the audio into 2 parts, so I ain't delayed any parts because I've had to trim that out of the clip. So we're just going to kill these knights here and then go for that big guy up there. Which these ones are very accurate with the slams, I must admit. Usually. I think it's more when they slam the hammer down, but getting a window open is quite tough. But we dispatched him still. We still got our life gems, we'll save our Estus as much as we can. We've got a soul of a nameless soldier and a human effigy there, and if you go up here and kill this knight, if you look behind you, there'll be another item behind the door which you can see now. But if you followed my upgrade path and my weapon wise, then you'll notice that these are very easy to dispatch now. If you pull this lever, it will move up a platform in the boss arena, which is useful. I mean, a lot of people try and get him to fall off himself, but you risk yourself getting pushed off as well, which you don't really want. The other two will stay back for this fight until you killed him, and then they'll start moving towards you, so you want to run to the next enemy as quick as you can, because you don't want to get 2 on 1. So just quickly get an opening on this guy, and if you do it right, which for some reason that guy decided to go back to his own corner, but that was lucky for us. But you want to kill one quick before the other one gets involved. So yep, not much health now, easy to kill, it's a bonus for us. And the second lever is here. These levers only appear once you killed all the enemies as well. So if you're a strength build, use your crossbow. If you're a archer build, use your bow, but just get that white knight over there, because he will come at you with the big knight. If you get a few hits out, reduce self a bit and make it a bit easier. Headshots will stun, so just a few useful tips there. If you're not a fan of the shield you're using, if you're following my path, then you can buy the knight shield from the guy in Majula, the merchant. So if you want that as an option, that is. So we're coming close to the the first boss of this area. There is actually 2. I think if you kill the Dragon Rider first though, all the White Knights will get hostile. I think that's how it works anyway, so you want to take out this boss first, so you can still easily move across the area. We don't want to go straight up because we'll wake up the dragon, which is actually new to Scholar of the First Sin. These guys are easy for backstab, so just wait flat. Go on, you can do it. And then just a little slash. Right, if you're wearing heavy armor, take it off just to run under the dragon. If you're wearing light armor like me, which is fairly light for the build, you can actually just about make the run. Just watch out for his stomps because they have a wider radius than you'd think, and then just hit his foot. Death by stabbing toes. And that was the way it that was the wide radius I was on about. And we get some petrified dragon bone and a watch dragon armor. So decent loot, definitely decent. This lever will lower the bridge, and then we can take out the next boss. The Esther Shard and Knight set are actually behind a petrified person. So if you want to get behind a petrified person with both the Estus and the Knight set, then you use it. Don't matter what order, but there is actually, I think it's 17 statues to unlock in the game, and you can get 17 branches. So just try and find them. So we got the old Dragon Slayer. Always watch out for that first attack. He always does the same move. And we're actually doing a decent amount of damage there. Yeah, he got a few nice sweeps out on us then. Luckily he does his jump up and down, lets us back off and heal. I don't risk low health. But it's not too difficult if you know his moves. Just keep staying on his side. We're almost there. And it was just as easy as that. Now if you die on him, don't worry, just learn his moveset. My main focus is always circling. If you always circle him, any attack will go straight or usually miss, and it gives you that little opening. Or if you're still not comfortable, summon someone. You know, there's no shame in having someone to help you with a fight, especially if you're learning the game. Don't get hung up on pride, you know, I did this on my own. You gotta learn it first before you can play. So we've got 2 chests here and a guy we cannot talk to yet. But if you have been summoned as a phantom, you'd have got a token of fidelity, I think it is. And that's what allows you to talk to this guy.
Transient being, this is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed.
So he won't talk to me because I haven't got a token, but if you've been summoned and you've helped him with the boss, you'll get it. I don't know if you get it for being a host. You might do, but I think it has to be a player you have to summon. And he will happily talk to you. I think he sells some spells for miracle classes and a weapon or two, but for what I'm not 100% certain, so I'm not gonna misguide you and say yes, he definitely sells this, and then you go there and you're like, Jamie, no, he didn't sell, and then I'll have a bunch of mounds coming from the comments. Now I'm not being responsible for that. So we've lit the bonfire, but we haven't rested, because I'm fairly confident we can do the second boss without having to reset, because we've used a lot of gems. We've still got all our Estus. I did use a repair powder because my weapon was starting to get close to breaking. I don't want to risk that happening. So these still ain't getting up, so it's definitely not the Dragon Rider. Ooh, I got a nice parry. Sorry, I went all jellified then. I was like, oh yes. See, I have skill when I need it sometimes, and then other times, which you'll see later in the series, I'm there trying to parry it, it's just not working. I think these are one of the accurate ones I was on about, with the slams. Usually a roll gets you outside the radius. And there is someone you can summon here, if you need that extra help, but I sort of left it because it isn't a main NPC. I'm only going for main NPCs majority of the time. I do accept a bit of help on the Rune Sentinel boss, but that's because there's 3 of them in a room and it makes it a bit of a pain. Did we get a nice backstab on this guy? Or am I just going to be... No, here's me trying to parry and just failed horribly. Oh, we got backstab. Get him. Oh, did he just have an arrow in his face? And we got a nice chest here. Ring of Binding. I think that makes you look human, but I'm not too sure. I don't usually read descriptions of rings and stuff like that, but maybe I should. Okay, this guy's... I think I'm just trying to figure out which side I have to circle to mismaster his attacks, and I think it is still the shield side, which seems to be the golden rule on this game. Stick to the shield side and you'll get your openings. Just keep enough stamina to roll or block, because you don't want to get caught with one of them sweeps. And you can usually do a double roll out of his attacks. Be all ninja-like. Ninja! Come on, we've almost got him. Oh, we got stun and a heavy attack. Woohoo! Victory achieved! And Dragon Rider's soul. Bet that'd make a decent weapon. And once you beat this boss, you can meet the Miracle Woman, who's a bit of a bitch, in my opinion. And there's actually more to a story later, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who's new to watching.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for you hard to decide. I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well... do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world, and such is my only wish.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word. I expected this
So she sells a ring of faith and a bunch of miracles,
No
which
need
is
for
good for anyone who's starting out.
Such
And I've just got some giant ass spider on the ceiling right above me. It's making me paranoid he's going to fall off and land on my head. And I seriously, if that happens, you're going to hear the gearliest scream. I'll probably have to edit it. Why do they always hang over here just waiting for a bit of destruction? So we've got Monastery Charm here. Like I said before in one of the previous videos, I'm still keeping this as the Heide's Tower of Flame area. Even though it's technically outside it, it makes editing a lot easier, and I still consider it an area until you're prompted otherwise. So we had that guy waiting for us there. We got Human Effigy and Dark Torches, Soul of a Proud Knight, and Old Knight Halberd. I think the Old Knight stuff aren't as good on this one. I think they've got low durability, unfortunately, so you'll probably break after like 5 hits. We've got a Scion Knight on our left. And we do get a parry on this guy for the second time. And he's just flopped out and I get impatient, so I just think, you know, I'm not waiting until you get up, dude. What's in here, I wonder? Oh, Sublime Bound Dust. Mine. Oh, mine. That'd definitely be useful. More heals. 3-1 flask. So, and faster. Which, I've had a few narrow escapes where I've healed. And luckily my heal's been carrying on going because I've been basically on 1% while it's boosting up. Okay, so down here, when you get into the water, this is where you can find the petrified statue you can get the Estus Shard and Night Set from. So, like I said, it don't matter what order you do it on, just make sure you got enough for the main story purposes, which you should have, because I don't see them giving you the option to waste them all and getting stuck on the game. This guy is just, you know, laying in the water like, yep, just taking a drink. We got some big ass beady eyes over here, you know, just waddling towards us. Them look creepily alive even when you kill them. And then here's a statue. I'll leave it for now. I know I've got a fragrant branch, but I just want to open up main pass first because I've still got to do the statue in the Lost Bastille. Unfortunately, this is a long way because you got to go through Heide's Tower, No Man's Wharf, and then you reach the Lost Bastille. But we can get all that area done then, and sort of just entirely complete that section. So we're going to head back to Majula now. And I don't think we've got long left on the video, no we haven't. So we'll just get a nice little bit of a we use our sublime bound dust. Always make sure you use them, because I've done a mistake so many times where I've collected them and then just keeps forgetting to do it.
Bearer of less.
And then we'll level up. But that pretty much does it for this video. We're going to do our strength, vigor and strength, vigor and endurance for now, and then we go on to vitality later and get heavier armor. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try and be more informative, I'm going to try and do all that. But I really hope you all have a good week and a good day in total. And I hope to see you next time on next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed or found useful. You all take care, bye bye.